Hey there, Jake Crutchfield here with Speaker Business Automation, and today we're going to talk about spying and becoming a spy. Dun dun dun. That's right, we're going to talk about spying on your competitors' Facebook ads. Now, if you're a speaker, coach, or consultant, you definitely want to stay tuned because we're going to actually look into what speakers, coaches, and consultants that are flourishing are actually doing on Facebook in the Facebook ads. And so we're going to look at that and then we're going to be able to model what they're doing. So we're going to look at the copy, we're going to look at the text, we're going to look at images, videos, actual creative that they're using, and the funnel that they're leading people from stranger to actually becoming a client. And so I know that you're super smart. So you're going to actually look at this and then you're going to actually take that next step and actually applying that. And so we definitely do not want to reinvent the wheel. Somebody has already done, and many people have already done a lot of the work and research, the testing, spending the thousands and sometimes even millions of dollars testing out these strategies. And so what we actually want to do is model that. All right. So let's actually jump in and we're going to look at some actual examples that some speakers and coaches are actually using right now. So let's jump right in. All right, so we're gonna jump right on in. So what we're looking at right now is the Facebook Ads Library. This is the place, this is the resource that you can use to actually doing the spying on other speakers, other coaches, and other consultants. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick an industry and pick an influencer in that industry, and then we're gonna look at and seeing what they're actually doing through their Facebook ads, looking at their copy, looking at the creative again, and looking at the funnel that they're actually using. All right. So what you can do is actually go to Google if you don't know the actual leader, or and I'm thinking about leadership for this example, but you're going to use whatever industry you're in, whatever niche you're actually focusing in on. And so here we see some actual influencers in leadership. And so I'm going to choose one here. Okay, I'm familiar with some of these. And so let's go ahead and choose John C. Maxwell for this example. All right. So I'm going to head back over here again. It's facebook.com/ads/library. That's when you're going to actually be able to go. That's where you're going to actually go and look to see what your competitors are actually doing. So we see here there's basically some categories to do searching in, but what we're going to actually do is go to search all because we're going to want to see all the categories, and specifically who I'm looking for isn't in these items. So we're going to search all, and that's going to look at all categories. All right. And so what we're going to actually do, let's go ahead and copy. I'm going to go ahead and copy John C. Maxwell's name. I know he's an influencer in leadership, so do that here. And then it shows specifically here, here we go, show specifically John Maxwell. So we click that and we see John's page. And so here it's going to show us examples and ads that John C. Maxwell is actually running right now. And so there's some options which you can use here. You can actually filter this. So we can filter it by country, seeing actual countries that he's running ads in. And so if we want to see all countries, we'll select all. If we want to see specific countries, we'll select specific ones. And so it looks like here that he's running ads in Mexico, the US, Colombia, Canada. All right. And so if we want to see all of those ads, we'll click all, and then we'll see all the ads that he's actually running right now. And so to actually see ads that are performing high, what we're going to do is scroll down. So the ads are shown in order and sorted by the date that they're actually published on the ad network on Facebook. So this showing the latest ones at the top. So we want to see the older ones. And so what that does when we see the older ones, it lets us know that they've been spending money on those longer. So those more than likely are making them money. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll down. So we see some from December, November, and then we see some from last year, right? Then we see some from 2018, but this isn't active anymore. So we want to look at the ones that are active. So this one is it's been running since July, and so looking at this is even in another language right here. More than likely, that's Spanish. For all of my translators, go ahead and translate that for me really quickly. All right, all right. So let's go ahead and scroll up and see some more. Okay, so we see here looking at this ad. Let's see. Okay, this one is specifically, it looks, let's go ahead and look at this. Take a look. You click on the ad. So the first Sunday I hosted, 3 people showed up. So it looks like he's going to talk about growing an audience here. Okay, so I didn't start my congregation from 100 people or even 10. I started with one stranger, one friend. Okay, so we're looking at the copy and it says, after growing my congregation to the 10th largest in the country by the age of 28, it was time to expand and help others. Wow. Okay, so what is he doing? He's appealing to, looks like somebody that's specifically in a leadership role and then niche down specifically to the ministry. That's what this looks like here. So basically saying, hey, I started off, I've been there, I started off with 3 people, but now I've already grown my ministry. Well, by the age of 28, I grew it to the 10th largest in the country. So I know what it feels like to be super small. Then I know what it feels like also to grow to be very large. And so then he talks about specifically about these pastors approaching him and then basically letting them know that I have a solution. So what does he do? He uses a model in marketing using the AIDA formula, which stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. What does he do? So he brings awareness the first time, getting the people's attention. So this is really going to appeal to leaders that are in a ministerial role or have that type of servant leadership type of role. And so he goes and on specifically talking about the problem, which is the lack of the growth or small numbers, and then the end goal and desire, which is specifically wanting and having a large ministry. All right. And so then basically what he's saying is, hey, I can help you there. So look, it talks about I'm looking for leaders with a genuine and true commitment to lead their communities through positive influence. To start the conversation, click learn more. So this is the action. This is the action that he's actually leading the people for that he's targeting here, leading them to go to actually take the next step, which is clicking on the learn more button here. Okay, so looking at this ad, we see what is he showing? He's showing the desire. So he's showing a big group of people saying, hey, this is the result. So he's bringing forth that desire. And then, okay, if you want to actually learn more, go ahead and click the learn more button here. All right. And so we see here, looking at this here, look at this. Okay. So it shows the link and it's calling all pastors, right? So he's calling them out specifically here. All right. So we're looking for leaders, and basically this is going to take us to somewhere that is going to show a funnel to actually learn more about the program. All right. So we're going to go ahead and click on that and take the action. And here it's talking about growing the ministry here and basically improving their speaking skills. All right. So it looks like it's several things involved here. It looks like here, oh, okay, he's just sharing. Okay, it's involving speaking and it's involving coaching, and specifically on the leadership side, and then niche down into the spiritual leadership side on here. Okay. All right. So you can fill in your name, contact information, and basically this is going to take you through that funnel here. All right. So that's one of the ads there. All right. So that's one of the ads speaking specifically about leaders and coaches. All right, so this one, let's look at this one. This one speaks on coaching. All right, so it says nothing beats the feeling of being able to help someone, whether it's a family member, a friend, business owner. Knowing how to solve problems that help people move forward is a job well worth great income and extremely fulfilling. So what is he doing here? He's getting awareness, and it looks like, and I haven't read the rest of the ad yet, but it looks like specifically he's really relating to those coaches that want to make an impact in people's lives. All right, so we're looking for leaders who have a natural desire to coach and train others. Bow. Okay, that got that hunch right there. All right, so it doesn't matter if you're looking to start or even already have your own business. It's time to take your leadership in life to the next level through coaching others. All right, so tap below, speak to a member of our team. So you can discover how to increase your income and influence. So this is specifically for leaders who are coaches and actually want to impact other people's lives. All right. And so he talks about how it's fulfilling. And so what does he do? He said, hey, if that's you, all right, take this next step. Go ahead and click this link below. So tap below. All right. And so look what he does here again. There's a pattern. So he's calling all coaches. So he's specifically calling them out. And so what does he say? We're looking for a genuine and true commitment to lead. So this may even go to the same funnel. So let's go ahead and look. And it does. All right. So what is he doing? He's hitting two different target markets for the same program, but he's speaking to the problem that each of them are actually having and the actual solution for it. All right. And so what you're going to do is you're going to actually search specifically for your area. And so again, you go to Google, you can search out who the experts in that area. You start to go to facebook.com/ads/library to look to see what the actual ads are that your actual competitors are actually using, and then looking at the copy that they're using to see what the problem that they're solving. Tongue twister. The problem that they're solving, and what's the copy in there, and what's the desire that they're actually putting inside somebody's heart or pricking at that desire and the problem. And then what's the next step that they actually want them to take. And then once you see that, look at the copy and the images and what they're looking at on their actual page for the funnel. And I encourage you to, whatever the funnel is specifically for your audience, go ahead and click through to see what's the wording, what's the desire, what's the imagery, what emotions are coming up. All right, so go ahead and do that. Now, if you're actually looking to learn more about how to assess more of these Facebook ads and how to actually automate your entire speaker, coaching, and consulting business, from getting a stranger to know about you all the way to getting the sale and then to the fulfillment of it, go ahead and click the link below in the description, and you can actually get our free course where we walk through some examples of what our clients are using and what we actually use at Speaker Business Automation. And if you got some value from this, go ahead and click on the like button right there. Go ahead and like this. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you want, go ahead and comment below to let us know what other videos that you actually want us to talk about. All right. So we'll see you in the comments. All right.